Before we get to the video, I just wanted to shoot a quick little message regarding the sort of direction of the channel for the next little while. Just to give a little bit of context on a video like today. I've really loved building this channel around surfing because it's such a big part of my life, and I've loved sharing educational content about surfing as well. It's a lane that I feel really confident sitting in. It's my job. I feel like that's an easy win for me. Something that is also a big part of my life is mental health and philosophy and growth. And I think in line with that, it's something I want to share more of on the channel. I know I've done the odd video here and there that has tiptoed into various spaces in that realm. What I want to do over the next few videos, probably scattered throughout some regular surfing content, is share some more narrative focused soliloquies or just ponderings on that reflect where I'm at with my life and what I'm thinking about, what I'm giving my attention to, for no reason other than I find that sort of work I'm called to it now, and I feel it is a little bit more challenging, which is exciting for me. I don't know how to do it very well, which again is like, it makes me a little bit nervous to share, and I have no expectations in terms of numbers or anything like that with this content. I actually don't really care, but it's a great way for me to explore and challenge myself in that way. This doesn't mean that there's not going to be surf tutorials and that sort of content, that sort of left brain black and white content, which I do love creating, especially when we throw in a bit of a creative narrative in there. I want to do a lot more of that. It's just a really heavy lift to do that sort of stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to preface this video and the next few van life videos, road trip videos. There's still a lot of surfing involved, of course. There always will be, because it's such a massive part of what I do every single day. And I find it's a great platform to share these ideas. So yeah, I'm not here trying to fix your life. I'm not here trying to pretend I'm a lecturer or philosopher or anything like that. I'm just sharing my perspective, which I think is the only thing we can do as storytellers, is share something from our perspective and hope for a unique point of view in doing that. So yeah, enjoy this video. I'm not going to ask you to tell me what you think. It'll be what it needs to be for whoever watches it. Thanks guys, I appreciate you. See ya. When you think about the baggage that you're carrying, which location do you think of? Is it a house, a city, a school? I think for most people it's home, where they grew up. Those formative years leave an imprint on us that can sometimes be hard to interpret, hard to deal with, and many of us choose to escape, to leave. I know I did. And since, for as long as I can remember, I felt uneasy heading back home. It can feel like an oppressive weight, a burden sometimes, being there, like I haven't dealt with the stuff that exists there within me. I still resent it in a way. But to be honest, the more I've travelled the world, the more I feel called to it, to home. The more I've realised as well that it's actually pretty incredible. Beautiful. But this is just gorgeous, look at it. I'm gonna try the 6-8-20 today. Home isn't just a place, a routine, a group of people, or a feeling. Home is magic that sometimes we forget to notice. Something that's really helped me transform my relationship with this place has been inviting other people into it. Tono and Andrea own Blue Waves, which is the resort I stayed in Morocco, and the resort in Sri Lanka, where we are hosting retreats later this year. Coming from Spain and having them here, along with their beautiful little girl, gives me renewed perspective on the little things about where I grew up that, for some reason, I wouldn't normally give much mind to without them being here. All of a sudden, experiences like the sunset become infinitely more special, the day more vibrant, simply because it's shared. Something as simple as lending a surfboard that I think Tono will enjoy takes on far more meaning than such a gesture normally would. It's not just a surfboard, it's an invitation to engage with this place, my home, in a deeply rich way. Tono's come all the way from Spain, so I figured he's got to have a good board under his arm. And I think the 6.6 thruster is a good choice. It's my baby, but it still looks really sexy under his arm.
My first impression, it looks very good, you know, the tail is very narrow. The volume is perfect. I mean, I feel so good on there. I'm very excited to try these waves there. When I start surfing, I make the big mistake to have little boards with few volume. I think I lost so much time there, you know, like trying to surf boards that don't really give me the speed and the floatability. Just to imitate, we were trying to imitate pro surfers or something like that, but we are not. So really, I feel that, you know, if I surfed that board like 10 years ago, my surf will be much better today, 100%.
I rode the 6.8 Twin today, just for something different. You can't push it as hard as the thruster, but it felt really nice, smooth, and was catching waves like an absolute dream. So fun.
So many waves today. I cannot even walk right now.
Believe it or not, it's been 5 years since I moved into the van. It's comfy enough, but it's not been without its hurdles. My business at the start was a small, kind of fun, playful side hustle, and it's now turned into an international, fully fledged operation that requires my constant attention. Running such a business from this tiny little space has been one of the most challenging periods of my life. There's so much work to do. This is not the best environment to do it. I feel like so many of us are chasing this then I'll be happy moment that would be brought about by a set of circumstances, a certain amount of money, a certain place, a certain person. I think I've been guilty of this too. For the past couple of years in the van, I've been dreaming of and planning my house, trying to build my house. And because it's not here yet, I've been feeling really frustrated. That feeling taints the overall experience in the van with a toxic resentment of the present. And because I know what's creating that, I'm taking myself out of the present, thinking of the future too much. I'm thinking of this then I'll be happy moment. I then feel shame. I go into this shame cycle, basically feeling bad for feeling bad in the first place. And it's that overthinking that's wasting so much of my time that I think I'm just totally spent from. I think sometimes on this channel I portray an existence that's pretty carefree and cruisy, but I've actually worked myself to the bone these past 5 years in the pursuit of a lifestyle more settled and mature. I created goalposts for myself a long time ago that I'm on the way to achieving, but I honestly have to remind myself every single day that if achieving those goals means sacrificing my sanity, health, or surfing, then they're not worth it. Surfing saves the day. Like a baptism of fresh perspective on life, it rips me out of my head and into my heart like nothing else does. A good surf can help you realise that no matter where you go, how far you travel, how much money you have in your bank account, you're always you, a human product of where you came from. You can't escape what home is to you. And in fact, you don't need to. I think those feelings of wanting to explore and shake off your past self are normal, part of the walkabout process, but in the end we have to return home. It's a literal or metaphorical act of reconciliation with the garden that moulded us through our most tender years into who we are today. And so I think we are really just returning to ourselves, accepting who we are, where we've come from, and not just accepting it, but dare I say it, actually having gratitude for it. Home is magic we sometimes forget to notice. But I'm starting to notice a little more every day.
That was lovely. Perfect.